And thank you for tuning in to our virtual fall preview. We're so glad that you're here with us tonight, and hopefully this can help answer some of the questions you may have about Pellissippi State, but also encourage you to attend and feel this is the right place for you to start your academic career, or in the middle of it, finish it. The first thing we're going to do is we've got a great presentation, a video that's just really nice and short. I'm going to play that for you first.
Welcome to Pellissippi State Community College. We're glad you're here. At Pellissippi State, we help you start strong, stay strong, and finish strong in your educational journey. We offer a personalized approach that meets you where you are and helps you determine where you want to go. Whether it's transferring into a four-year institution or transitioning into the workforce after earning your degree, Pellissippi State faculty and staff are with you every step of the way. You may not realize it, but Pellissippi State is the largest community college in the state, and yet we still feel like a small school. Students take classes at the Blount County, Hardin Valley, Magnolia Avenue, or Strawberry Plains campuses, or online from the comfort and convenience of their own home. Of course, your experiences don't end at the classroom door. If you like to explore other cultures, we have study abroad opportunities across the globe. For those with an interest in the arts, we have an art series with music and theater performances, as well as visual art exhibits. Whatever your interest, at Pellissippi State, will help you start strong, stay strong, and finish strong.
Thank you for paying attention to the video. I think it gives you a nice look at Pellissippi State and our four campuses. One of the reasons that Pellissippi is a great place to begin is our academics. So we have phenomenal professors who are very skilled in the areas, the courses they teach. They have their master's degree in that area, and so those credits will transfer very nicely to a four-year institution if that's what your next step is going to be. The value, one thing that's great about Pellissippi State is we are one of the lowest cost community colleges in the state, but most of our students attend debt-free, either using the Pell Grant, Reconnect, or the Tennessee Promise. Our career programs have an internship in their last semester that have fantastic placement rates. So that internship gives employers the opportunity to see what that person would be as an employee, but it also gives the student the opportunity to get some work with a company, some job experience, and also them the opportunity to see if that's a place where they would like to pursue employment. Convenience, like I said, we have four campuses, 3 in Knoxville, 1 in Blount County. So they're very, very convenient to most everybody in the Knoxville area. And then our classroom size. Our classroom size is the average is about 24 students per classroom. You may have a class with maybe 18 students or maybe one with 28, but the classroom size is very small. So even though we're the largest community college in the state of Tennessee, we still maintain a small classroom size that really helps students to be able to engage with the professor and with the other students in their class. And the credits transfer so smoothly to the four-year institutions. It's just a really great place to begin. So the reason we've got these posted here is this shows the tuition for the fall semester that we're in right now. The University of Tennessee, Knoxville is the closest four-year institution to Pellissippi State. So their tuition for this fall semester was $6,742. Now, that is just tuition. It doesn't include books or housing or meal plans or anything like that. Pellissippi State's tuition for the fall semester was $2,565. And for students using Tennessee Promise or Tennessee Reconnect or the Pell, that cost for the fall semester was $0. So you can really save some money beginning at Pellissippi either in a certificate program, a career program, or a transfer pathway to transfer on to a four-year university. So it really makes Pellissippi a smart choice for attending to get a good education at a low cost. So we've got career programs and transfer pathways, and they're almost completely opposite. The career programs are two-year programs. They're designed to get some really good skills in that major that the student has chosen, and then to enter the workforce after they earn their Associates of Applied Science degree. Our transfer pathways are kind of just the opposite. They are designed to transfer on to a four-year institution. So they have more general academic courses involved, general education courses, to where your transfer pathway is completely opposite. So it is about 75% of the general education courses, and then about 25% of those that are specific to your major. This fall, we started something that I believe is really going to be exciting and really going to be beneficial for our students. We have created what are called career communities. And career communities are where we kind of clustered our liked majors to where they would have an academic mentor, a success coach, and an advising specialist. So they're getting a team of people that are very schooled in that area of majors. So it will really benefit our students. Now, I'm going to kind of slowly go through these next few slides so you can see each of these career communities, the programs that are involved with them, and what we have to offer here at Pellissippi State. So when you look at these, if their name is in white, that is an Associates of Applied Science degree. It is a career program where you earn an Associates of Applied Science degree, but you've got a degree. In the yellow, we have our Associates of Arts degrees, our Associates of Science degrees, Associate of Fine Arts, and an Associates of Science in Teaching. Then in the blue, we have both career programs and transfer pathways that we offer in that major. So as we're going through these, just look and see at the different majors if there's something that interests you, because I think Pellissippi State has something for everyone. And sometimes we're not sure what we want to major in. So that can really give us the opportunity to see these different majors and give us some ideas of some different things we might be interested in to help us decide what we might want to continue on with in the future. And that's where our exploratory comes into play, is the first semester that a student attends, they do what's called a first-year seminar. And so our exploratory students go into a first-year seminar class designed for that, to help introduce different majors to them that may interest them, or that they may not even been aware of that we had. And then what a lot of people don't know is we also have certificate programs at Pellissippi State. What's neat about these certificate programs is a lot of people, or some people, are very interested in the medical insurance coding and reimbursement. So some people will come here to just do that certificate. It's very specific with certain courses that are going to give them the skills they need to go out and do this for employment. But also what's neat about this is with some of these certificates, or most of them, they are built right into our career programs. So that medical insurance coding and reimbursement is also built right into our healthcare management career program. So you may start with the healthcare management program. You'll earn that medical insurance coding and reimbursement certificate. And then a little farther on, you're going to earn that Associates of Applied Science degree. So you've got a couple credentials under your belt by the time that you finish here at Pellissippi State. College resources. It's really important to attend an institution that has some really good college resources to help you build a strong foundation so that you can be successful in whatever your next step is. So I'm going to show you this slide. It shows you a lot of the resources we have available for our students. So we have advising, and like I said, with the career communities, now you have a specialist advisor for that career community who is very, very knowledgeable about what a student needs for that major. Counseling services, we have academic, personal, and professional counseling. And we have our disability services office. We have free tutoring on campus and online. We have our own pantry. We have our own garden. So if ever a student has food insecurities, we can definitely help them to make sure, because when you're feeding your mind, you also need to be able to feed your belly. So there's a few others listed up there, but I think we have a lot of resources to help students in every way we possibly can to help them to be successful. Stay Strong. Our Stay Strong area is fantastic. So you see we've got Start Strong, Stay Strong, and Finish Strong. Stay Strong is really there to help you throughout your whole time at Pellissippi. We begin with the student orientation when you begin your first semester with Pellissippi State, but they help with academic planning, mentoring, success coaching. So they really support our students throughout each semester to help them to make sure that they are successful, to make sure they're aware of their resources and the things that we can offer to fit their needs, to help them to be successful during each semester while they're here. Financial aid. Pellissippi State is just phenomenal for our financial aid office and the way they work with our students. So we have students, our Tennessee Promise, and those are for traditional students right out of high school. We have our Tennessee Reconnect, which is for our adult learners. That's for 23 years and older that do not already have an Associates of Applied Science or Associates of Science or higher. We also have students do our FAFSA, because the FAFSA helps students to see if they can qualify for the Pell Grant. So and we have foundation scholarships, in-house scholarships, so many scholarships to help students that we recommend that every student applies for a Pellissippi scholarship, because that is just extra money that if they get awarded that scholarship can help them with their needs throughout each semester. Now with Tennessee Promise, that is the scholarship for our traditional high school students when they graduate high school. And on here you see a list of things that a student needs to do to make sure that they are awarded that Tennessee Promise scholarship. The Tennessee Promise scholarship a student can use for 2 years at a community college. And that way, when they enter the workforce after earning an Associates of Applied Science degree in a career program, it has been done within 2 years. That portion is tuition free. Same with our transfer pathways. When they transfer onto a 4-year institution, the 2 years they've done with us using either Tennessee Promise or Reconnect, tuition free. So that just kind of shows you what's needed for Tennessee Promise. And that helps you if you do have a student or are a student using Tennessee Promise. I would go ahead and take a picture of that on your phone to just help remind you of some of the things that you're going to make sure you want to do so that you don't miss out on that scholarship. This is our Open Computer Lab at the Hardin Valley campus. All of our campuses have open computer labs, so students do not need to worry about bringing a laptop to campus. They're more than welcome to, but we do have computers there for students to use to do their homework. They can go in the open computer lab, use computers, print, all that's for no charge. We do also have laptops that students can reserve in our library and get pick up on the first day of class and use the whole semester if they are maybe taking an online class and need a laptop for use at home. SIL is Student Engagement and Leadership. So they really assist our students with clubs and organizations. So we have a fencing club, outdoors club, photography club, a host of clubs to help students get engaged. The more engaged students are, the better their academic experience is going to be here. They also do a lot of fun activities. So they do our fall festival, our spring fling, and they're always, providing our students with a lot of good treats and a lot of leadership experiences that they can take on with them when they're out in the workforce or at their next institution. Student recreation, well, we have a fantastic disc golf team, but starting this fall, we actually have junior college sports. So we now have men's and women's soccer, women's volleyball, men's golf, cross country, and half marathon. So if one of those sports interests you, we'd love you to reach out to Brock Evans. He is our athletic director here at Pellissippi State, and we'd love for you to try out for one of our teams. This is just a picture of our garden and pantry. So in the spring, we have a garden. That way we can provide some fresh vegetables for our students who have some food insecurity needs, but also it gives our students the opportunity to do some community service up in the garden. And it's an enjoyable way for students to get together and just, be outdoors. We have a bluegrass band. We put on all kinds of performances. So the arts are very strong at Pellissippi State. We have a wonderful variations group. That's our choral group here. So there's something for everyone. We also invite our students and the community to come see these performances. And it just really aids in the culture here at Pellissippi State. Census. So Pellissippi State is, I believe now, #1 in the nation for community colleges sending students to study abroad. So at the end of a student's freshman or sophomore year, usually the trips take place in May. A student can go to Ireland, England, France, Spain, Italy, Greece. They take a college level course. Usually it's a 3-hour college level course, but they're over in one of those countries enjoying the food, the music, the culture, the experience. Census is housed at the Hardin Valley campus. So they have scholarships to really make these trips affordable for our students, and they're a wonderful experience. So where to begin? Well, these are our steps for enrolling. Myself, Selena, and Debbie, we're all enrollment services coordinators. So anytime a student needs assistance with any of these steps so that we can make your enrollment process easier, please reach out to any of us, because that's what we like to help students with. We like to make it a smooth transition to where they have a go-to person just to assist them to make sure that what their next step is. So they're not left kind of wondering. That way they know, oh, great, you just got my transcripts. What's my next step? Oh, I can meet with an advisor. Just so students know where they're at and what is next for them. So these are some important dates. So for our fall semester, we actually start registering in April. So the earlier you register, the better semester class schedule you'll have. Students can register in May, June, and July, but classes and schedules get a little bit less what a student wants the longer they wait. So we really encourage students to, when registration opens up, schedule a meeting with an advisor so they can get their class schedule early so that it will really fit their needs. And then for when that just showed that July financial deadline date, that is a priority deadline. So that date really helps the student to know, okay, if I've got everything taken care of as far as financial aid, by that date, then I'm not going to have to worry about my funds being there in time to pay for my courses. So that is a priority deadline. So if for some reason your financial aid is processed by then, there is still the opportunity for your aid to be in, but we really recommend that it's taken care of by that financial aid deadline. And then here we just have some ways to get in touch with us. So email, text, chat, and call. So please, if you have any questions, if there's anything we can do for you, please reach out to us. And now we'll open it up for questions, and Selena and Debbie will assist with answering those for you.
Thank you, CJ. It looks like we have one question here. A student has already applied, and they are wanting to know what their next steps are. So if you have applied for admission, it usually takes 3 business days to process your admissions application. And from there, you should receive an email from us with information on how to access your My Pellissippi account. In the meantime, please send us your transcripts, high school transcripts, college transcripts, or GED scores. But if you have not received any correspondence from us, please contact us at the Start Strong Center. CJ, can you flip back to that contact information page? And so, yes, if you have not, for some reason, received any correspondence from us, you can reach us at the Start Strong Center.
All right. It looks like we have another one. I'm a transfer student and still need a little help trying to get admitted to Pellissippi next semester. All right. So if you have already applied, then your next steps would be making sure that we have all of your transcripts and everything that we would need in order to process your application. Once your file is complete, then at that point you can make an appointment to meet with an advisor and they can help you to register for your classes.
Okay, for our state employees who are using an employee fee waiver, you can send that to our account services office, and that is our cashier. So that can be sent to them, and they can process that document for you. If you go to Pellissippi State's homepage and go to our A to Z index, and then go to the cashier page, you will find their contact information to send that document to them.
All right. And then Danny asked the question, when is the final deadline for spring registration? We will continue to register students for the spring through the week before classes start. So we will continue to register people through January. So as soon as your high school gets that transcript sent to us and everything gets processed, then you'll be able to meet with an advisor and get registered for your classes. But you still have plenty of time to get that done.
All right, we have another question that came in. Can you tell us when the FAFSA for the fall opens up?
Sure. We are still waiting to find out exactly when it will open. We're hoping that it will open in December. That's kind of the target date that the Department of Education has told us, is that you know, the FAFSA will be available for the fall sometime in December, at the latest January. That's a great question. All right, do we have any other questions?
Yes, Rachel wants to know what the date of the start of the spring 2024 semester is.
So our classes begin January 16th for our full term session, and that information can be found on our academic calendar. So if you go to Pellissippi's homepage and go to the A to Z index and click on academic calendar, you can find our calendars listed there.
All right, it looks like we have another question. Connor says, my dream is to design video games, and I have asked my teachers, and they said the media animation class is what I should do. Is that the class I should lean into? And yes, that would be the program that you would, if you're interested in that area. Animation is probably the closest that we have to that, that would prepare you to do that particular field. Absolutely, yes.
While we wait for others to possibly submit additional questions, do you all have any other common questions you all get that you all might want to share with us tonight?
I would say I would go back to the financial aid, and I think CJ may have covered some of this during her presentation, but we do have our financial aid priority deadline, which was mentioned in the presentation. And just to let our participants know that fees and confirmation deadline is January 8th. And so just be aware that you will be getting notifications if you're receiving any financial aid when it is time to confirm your attendance. And that will take place once your financial aid is posted to your account. Confirmation of attendance is tied to payment.
Let's see. We had a question. What is that field again? I'm not sure if Lisa is referring to a particular program. Let's see. Oh, the animation. It's one of our media technology career programs. So that's where the animation falls under. All right. Do we have any other questions tonight? Okay, so we have one more. What is the possibility of having a job while at school? That's a great question. There are lots of opportunities at Pellissippi for you to get a job. We have work study jobs. You can apply to be an ambassador. The financial aid office has lots of opportunities where you can apply for jobs. Yes, you can definitely get a job while you are at Pellissippi.
And I think they had a follow-up about off-campus jobs. And so we do have a career development department at Pellissippi State, and we have great relationships with many employers in the community. And so they get a list of jobs that we post around campus and online and through our career development department throughout the semester, where you could work either on campus, like Debbie said, or off campus.
All right, well, that concludes our presentation for this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we hope that you learned a lot about Pellissippi, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.